What's up out there, American truckers? Hope everybody's doing well. Um, this is the third time I've started this. Hopefully, I can get through it without a coughing spell. Uh, roll that up. I've been sick now for 4 days. I feel like I've been ran over by a truck. Have a sinus infection. No, it's not the COVID. I got a sinus infection. Um, I've had COVID twice, a year apart, and I'm vaccinated. So, but this ain't the COVID. This is a sinus infection. But I get the drainage going down the back of my throat, and it'll cause me to go into a coughing frenzy, and it keeps messing me up. I've been doing some research on truck parking, which, as most of y'all know that drive, is pretty much an epidemic out here. I mean, it's a crisis, or whatever term you want to use. Um, I wrote down some information because even when I'm not sick, I have pretty bad ADD and will bounce all over the place. So when I'm sick, it's even worse. You know what I'm saying? So to try to keep myself on topic, I kind of wrote it all down here. I'll talk about this Discord for a second before I get into this. The Discord is a chat server, basically. I set it up a couple weeks ago. There's a few drivers starting to get in there. It's turned out to be pretty positive. Drivers from all different companies, some local, some OTR. A lot of good information in there. Good little spot for us to vent and talk with each other. I will leave a link in the description to that Discord. I'll also leave a link in the comments. If you got the Discord app, you're welcome to go join, man, and hop in there, and you can DM me directly in there. You can also talk in the room, and I'll respond. I get in there and I get active with it too. I try to stay pretty active in there as well. But anyway, let's get on to the topic here. Alright, as y'all know, last year in would have been March of 26th. Well, no, it would have been this year, March 26th of 2021. The Truck Parking Safety and Improvement Act was introduced. Now, I went and checked on the status of this bill, and it's still in the introduction stages. Hasn't been voted on yet. I'm not understanding. I mean, I guess they don't see it as important as some other things, and I guess maybe it isn't, but to us it is pretty important. Parking out here has become bad. At the present time, there's 11 trucks to every one parking spot. That's why these truck stops have started turning half of their lot into paid parking, because they're taking advantage of it. Instead of building another truck stop, they just go ahead and take advantage of it and charge us, $18 to $20 a night for the same parking spot that's right across from us. It's free. The way I feel about it, if you're going to charge me for a parking spot, you need to make that parking spot different from the other ones. Put a bathroom out there so I can take a shower and I ain't got to go inside. Or put a golf cart or something out there. I mean, if you're going to charge me for something, why pay for something that's free to everybody else or to some of the other drivers? I mean, that sucks. As y'all know, man, it seems like you got to get parked earlier and earlier if you want to catch a decent parking place. I do not like parking on on-ramps and off-ramps. It's a last resort. It's when I have no other option whatsoever. For a couple of reasons. One, I'm exposing myself and my company to a problem if somebody hits me. Okay, and I don't like that. Number two is it's loud. It's hard to sleep. I don't even like sleeping near the road because these trucks are not real, they're not insulated real well. That noise gets in, it wakes me up. I'm a light sleeper. Even like when there's storms rolling through and my truck rocks a little bit, that wakes me up. Being sick, everything wakes me up. I don't sleep but maybe 3 or 4 hours a night when I'm sick. But even on a regular day, it's rough. It's real rough. Hold on, I'm checking my paper here to make sure I stay on target, because I started thinking about something else. Well, you know, they had Jason's Law that was introduced in 2012, which was supposed to bring attention to the truck parking problems, because there was a truck driver named Jason years back who was murdered. He was parking in a abandoned gas station, and he was robbed and murdered, which initiated the Jason's Law of 2012. I did a little research because I was interested in how many drivers get killed in parking places. You know, parking in off. You know, how often does it seem to happen? Well, there's a bunch of different numbers, but one of them I found was a week in July of 2020, so last year. In 1 week, there were 7 truckers shot and killed. They were shot, killed, and robbed. And it wasn't all in one place. I don't need that paper now. It wasn't all in one place. Some of it was there was one in Wisconsin, one in Illinois, one in Texas. And it was like weird, off the wall places. Like the one in Texas, I think, was Benjamin, Texas, which is not a big town. It's a little bitty town. I think there was one in Indiana. I'd have to go look at it again and see exactly where they were. But they were not all in places you would think that kind of thing's happening. Drivers, we got to look out for each other, and we need to be aware of what each other's going through right here. If you see another driver looking like he's having a problem, call 911. You know, or at least walk over and go check him out. You know, a lot of times if somebody's up to no good, if they know they're being watched, they'll go away. You know what I'm saying? So make it obvious. I'll turn on my cab lights. You know, like if I see another driver looks like somebody snooping around a truck, or somebody walking through a truck stop. Hey, us truckers, we all have a certain walk. You can tell it's us. We walk like we're sitting down. You know, we're leaned forward walking across the parking lot. It's kind of funny, but especially if I've been driving a few hours, man, I get out and I will walk like this across the parking lot. Looks like I still have the seat with me. I just hopped up. And we have that certain, I don't know, we just have a certain walk. I can tell when someone's coming across the parking lot if they're either new to trucking or they're not truckers. You know, they're visiting somebody, or they just don't belong there. Someone looks like they don't belong there, you ain't got to go call them out. Just turn on your light. They'll realize, oh, there's people in here awake. You know, different things like that. And it might save somebody's life. It might save your life, man. We got to look out for each other. Some of these cities and places are defunding the police, so there's not as much police presence. And we've got to take the initiative to look out for our brothers and sisters. I always kind of, when trucks pulling next to me, I will glance over and kind of see who they are. And I do that on purpose, because let's say later in the day there's someone around that truck. Well, it makes it easier for me to know if that's the person that pulled in, or is that somebody else. So I'll just kind of glance over at them. I don't stare at them. I just glance over, get a general idea of who's parked next to me when they first pull in. You know, I do carry pepper spray. It's non-lethal. You know, it's mainly just a deterrent. I don't carry. Well, I got a pocket knife. I mean, I can stab a bunch of holes in them if they jump up in a truck, but you know, that's about it. I got a little tire thumper. I go to thumping on them like I go to thumping on a tire. So if someone's breaking in your truck, just holler, man. If I'm in the truck stop, I'll put that tire thumper to work. I'll come over there and thump on their head with you for a little while. Anyway, this is not going to be a real long one. I'm not feeling real well, but I wanted to talk about this truck parking thing. I know myself, I've had an issue, especially east of 35. It is a definite issue, and the farther east you go, the worse it gets. and it takes a lot of trip planning. Sometimes I don't get to run all of my hours because I know I got to get parked, and if I run all my hours, I'm not going to find a place to park. So I'll end up stopping 2 or 3 hours early sometimes because I know where I'm going to land at if I run my full amount of hours. And it really sucks because then I got to run harder the next day to try to make the load on time. I mean, it's all out of whack. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'd like to get this information out there. Maybe somebody of importance will see it who does have the power to control these kind of things, or at least, you know, maybe someone in Congress will see it and say, hey, look, we got a problem, a bigger problem than what we thought we had. Because they know there's an issue, but they're not drivers, so they don't know how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? It's horrible. The truck parking situation is horrible. And a lot of times we're having to put ourselves at risk. We're having to put our company in a bad spot because there is literally nowhere to park. I've spent, in Tennessee just a couple weeks ago, I know I spent 2 hours. I started looking for a parking spot 2 hours early, and I had minutes left on my clock when I finally found a place to park. And then when I found a place to park, it was at a rest area. I couldn't get all the way into it. I ended up on the on-ramp going into it behind another truck. So then I didn't sleep all that well because I got traffic going by me all night as they come in and out of come into the rest area. Plus I could still hear the traffic on the road. So I ended up 12 hours, still tired. It sucks, but I mean, it's part of trucking, but it sucks. Y'all stay safe, be kind to one another. Appreciate y'all for watching the video. Y'all that are still watching, I appreciate y'all for watching all of it. I apologize. I know today I'm kind of out of it, but it's something I want to talk about. Y'all are all welcome to come to the Discord, man. I try to stay active in there. I try to stay talking to people in there. Get feedback from everyone as well. I appreciate all y'all. Let's keep trucking.